All right, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm excited to be with you and offering this very grounding hip opening sequence. We are going to be working with the earth element and just really dropping in, connecting to the earth today, working with letting go of maybe stress, anxiety that we're holding in our hips and our lower body, so that we can lift ourselves into more of a joy-filled place that's more connected to gratitude. So again, thank you all for being here. We are going to be beginning in Balasana, child's pose. And just so you know, please feel free to use props anytime you want. A belt might be really handy today in class at some point, and same with a block. But again, just go ahead and melt into child's pose as you're ready. And if you have some support you want to use in your child's pose, of course, add that in. Cushion your shins, your feet, if they feel tender on the earth, if your bones feel tender. As you come forward, if you wish to, you could always have like a block or a bolster in front of you to rest your brain on. So just choose what makes you feel quiet in your body, finding a place of being able to just settle in. And as you settle in, just start to really fill in the spaces of your side body, side ribs and lungs with breath. And then exhale, surrender your hips more to your heels so your feet can drop into the earth. Breathe slow, deep breaths into your back body, all along the beautiful length of your spine. And maybe further reach your arms forward and further open your palms and ground your hands as if you were truly on the earth on a beautiful warm day. Feeling the earth under your hands, feeling the sun upon your back. And as you breathe in this way, allow yourself to connect with the knowing that the Earth Mother is always here for you, here to embrace you, to hold you, the entirety of you. So as you breathe, breathe in the words, thank you, thank you, thank you. And exhale, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth, for holding me, for taking the heaviness of my thoughts in my mind, for holding the compassion, the worry, the love in my heart. Thank you for taking the anxiety, the heaviness, and the tiredness out of my body. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you. Thank you for holding me. And as you continue to breathe in this way, in her support, I'm going to share with you a reading. When stressed or overwhelmed, the immediate relief is always in the softening and the surrendering. Your surrounding world already offers its medicine everywhere. Place your hands in the soil to feel grounded. Wade into water to feel cleansed and healed. Fill your lungs with fresh air to feel mentally clear. Raise your face to the heat of the sun to feel your own immense power. You are part of the earth and comprised of the very same elements. And this is something we all should remember. So just taking in another full cycle of breath. You might sigh. Let's rise to an all fours position and just begin here, shoulders over wrist, and open your palms wide. Knees under hip bones, and just push your hands into the earth and feel that she's pulsating up to you, her vibrational force coming into your hands as you press back against her. Feel that strength into your arms. Invite that fullness into your shoulders, and allow that connection to the earth to rise into your core, keeping lower belly guided up to back body. And then as you're here, let's inhale and sway the back. Look up towards the skies. And exhale, round your back, coiling in. Inhale, sway your back and gaze up toward the skies. And exhale, round back in. Inhale, sway your back, look all the way up. Exhale and coil back into center. Let's pause here. We're going to gaze forwards, and we're going to extend the right leg back and the left arm out in front of you, palm facing in. Let's be here. Inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, guide elbow to knee. Come back into the center of you. Inhale, extend out. You might look up. And exhale, coil in. Again, inhale, reach out. Exhale, coil in. I'm going to inhale, reach out one more time. And then as you exhale, just put your left hand down and cross your right knee behind your left. And come into a puppy pose with these crisscrossed knees. Reach your hands forward, surrender your third eye, point to the floor, open across your upper back. And again, just create a full exhale of deep surrender here. Then rise back up to all fours, stacking shoulders over wrist. And we'll switch sides. So left leg and right arm reaching up. Inhale. Exhale, draw into center. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, draw in. Inhale to reach. Exhale to coil. Inhale, reach out. And on this exhale, lower your right hand and cross your left knee behind your right. Shift your hips back as you then reach your arms again forward, resting your third eye point to the earth. Exhale and relax, let go of the busy chatter of the brain. Let it go. Surrender to stillness, to quiet. From here, come back to all fours and prepare for downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So as you're ready, just lift your knees from the floor, drop your head through your arms, and just staying in your down dog, pedal out your legs, shifting side to side, moving your hips and shoulders. Dancing out your first down dog as a way to really just wake up the energy lines in your body. We'll take 2 more breaths. And then continuing to be here in our dog pose. Open your palms wide, tuck your tail, and let's shift into plank position. Gaze out in front of you. And then exhale, shift up and back again to your downward dog. Let's again tuck the tail and just kind of wave forward. Find the strength in plank. Exhale, shift up and back, lengthening out in your dog. One more time, inhale forward, plank asana. And exhale back again, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now from here, we're going to return to child's pose briefly. You can even keep your toes tucked under. Shift your hips back, crawl your fingers forward. And then looking to your thumbs, we're going to glide through and come into Sphinx Pose, bringing your elbows to the floor, directly under your shoulders, grounding the tops of your feet, grounding your hands. We're gonna feel like we're dragging the floor towards us to scoop up the head, the heart. Let the corners of your shoulders move back from your ears. Lengthen through your neck. Allow your gaze either be closed or off the tip of your nose. One more breath, warming up the back muscles. Then exhaling, forehead to earth, hands to mid-torso. We're going to return to child with your toes tucked under. So come to all fours. Have your toes tucked under. Reach your hands forwards. And again, just imagine your palms pressing into the back of the mother, into the earth, and feeling that nourishment. Let's return to down dog. Send your sit bones up. Exhale, drop your head. Deep breath. One more breath. Inhale forwards again to plank position. We're going to exhale, knees to the earth. Shift your hips to your heels, but look forwards. Slide all the way through for Bhujangasana, grounding the tops of your feet. Roll your shoulders back. Scoop your head, your heart up, as if sunshine is shining directly on your heart. Drink it in. Exhale, surrender back down. Tuck under your toes, and again, lift to all fours in a child's with your toes tucked under. Very lively reach through your arms. Push the earth away, return to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now in this down dog, walk your feet up one step closer than you have them now. And also widen your stance a bit. We're going to do a twist. Take your right hand to the outside of your left shin or ankle. You bend your right elbow and look up and under your left arm. It might feel good to move your head side to side. Really press your thighs back evenly. Let's switch sides. Right hand connects to earth. Left hand crosses over. You can bend your left elbow, look underneath your right arm, or maybe move your head a little bit side to side. Deep breath. And re-ground your left hand at the top of the mat. You're gonna look forward. Walk your feet up behind each wrist, hip distance apart and parallel. Come up onto the tips of your fingers. You might bend your knees. Inhale, look up, Ardha, Uttanasana. Exhale to Uttanasana, hands to ankles or floor. Fold in. We'll bring our hands to our lower back. Hug in your elbows. Look up, and from the strength of your legs, rise and follow through with a little heart opener. Thighs back, hips forward, lifting your sternum and allowing your head to nestle back. Your gaze will guide you. Return to center and make your way into Tadasana, mountain pose. Plug your feet down into the earth evenly. And from your center, lift through your crown as you stand tall in Tadasana. Following breath, inhale, arms reach overhead, look up. Exhale, swan dive into yourself. Return to Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lunge your left leg back. Lower your knee to the earth. Anjaneyasana, arms rise. Now holding here, bring your right forearm over your right thigh. And stretch this left arm across your ear. You're gonna allow your ear to release to your shoulder and maybe your right fingertips to release to the earth. Choose any variations that work for you. Let the practice be nourishing in your body. Now glide this left arm across the front of you and come into Ardha, Hanuman Asana, half splits. Shifting your hips back and your heel forwards. We'll walk our hands out in front of us and take that bow over your leg. Several breaths here. Deep surrender. Soften around the edges, your jaw, your shoulders. Remind them to let go. Now from here, we're going to meet in a balancing cat. So you're going to stay on your left knee, bring your right leg back, repeating balancing cat. And then adding here, bending the right knee, reaching across with the left hand to grab the inside of the ankle and kick skyward. Imagine there's a little ceiling above your head. Your toes will graze it. One more breath. Re-extend your limbs. Inhale. Exhale, ground into child's pose. Balasana. Again, allow your hips to be heavy, your heart to feel supported, and your brain quieted. Let's look forward. Slide all the way through, laying down on your belly for Salambasana. So a belt might be useful. Interlacing your fingers or holding a belt, zip up your legs. Pulling your fists back will lift the head, the heart, and add the legs if that feels good to you. Take a full breath, inhale. Exhale to rise. Let the breath help you feel more open to receive. Each exhale, maybe you come up higher. One more breath. Soft landing down, hands mid-torso. We'll meet in down dog. If you'd like to choose to lift into plank, that's great. Otherwise, all fours. Let's be here for 3. Exhale for 2. And on 1, we'll look forward. Walk up to greet your hands, hip distance apart and parallel. Rise to your fingertips to lengthen. Exhale, fold and bring your hands to your lower back. Again, that belt might be helpful. Holding it between your hands if that feels better for your shoulder stretch. If you know you hyperextend, like I do, put a little bend in your knees, maybe a little bend in your elbows as well. And then release your neck, release your shoulders. Stay connected to your breath. Let your head feel really heavy, emptying any busy thoughts, any anxious thoughts, let it go. Now from here, rooting into the outer edges of our heels, we're going to bend our knees and come into Utkatasana with the legs open, hip distance apart and parallel. Bring your arms over your head and interlace your fingers again and press your palms up. Rotate your thumbs to the ceiling and pinky fingers towards you. Sink down into your heels. Feel as if your sit bones are just grazing the very top of a chair seat. And pull in through your center as you hold this strengthening pose. One more breath. Feeling the strength of your legs will now rise and open the front body. Deep inhale. Exhale, swan dive over your legs. Let your eyes travel through one line of energy from the skies to earth to you. Bend your knees, inhale, look up. Exhale, right leg back. Bring your knee to the earth. Anjaneyasana, arms sweeping the skies. And then exhale, left elbow on the thigh and right arm across the ear. Release your ear to your shoulder. Perhaps bring your left fingertips to the floor outside of your hip. And continue to really relax your neck and breathe into your side body. And let your right arm glide across the front of you for Ardha Hanuman. Half splits, shifting your hips back. Slide your heel forward, fill in the spaces under your hands with blocks if that feels more supportive in your body. Sigh if you'd like to. Drop in. Breathe into your back body. Relax your neck. And we're going to stay balanced on our left knee and return to balancing cat. Left leg back and right arm out in front of you. Adding to this, bend the left knee and reach across with your right hand. Kick strong into your hand as you look more upwards. Breathe into the spaces of side ribs and lungs. Breathe all the way to your collarbones. Let's re-extend our limbs. Inhale. Exhale, surrender. Child's pose. Be here. Let your brain rest heavy upon the earth. Then looking forward, glide all the way through, lay down on your belly, preparing for Dhanurasana. Forehead to earth, bend your knees, reach back and clasp the outsides of your ankles, thumbs with fingers, and join your toes. Already begin to kick strong into your hands and allow that kick and your exhalation to lift you. Be here and inhale. Exhale and lift a little higher, toes above your crown, scoop up your heart. Be here and inhale again. And exhale, kick a little stronger and higher. One more breath. And nestle back to earth. Take your hands mid-torso, and again, we'll meet in down dog. You can tuck under your toes, perhaps lift into plank to get there. Whatever feels good to you. We'll return to our dog pose. Maybe sigh your exhale. Let's walk our feet to a touch. We're going to inhale the right leg up and open to our right. And circle your ankle around. Shake out your head. And straighten your leg. Let's square the hips, look forward. Hug the thigh in and step through for warrior two. Virabhadrasana. Come all the way up with that left arm. Pause here, gazing confidently to your right. We'll hold here one more breath. And then from here, we're going to change the arms. You're going to lower the arms in front of you and bring your left elbow under your right, creating eagle arms. Wrap your arms around each other like rope. And then straighten your right leg. Turn your right toes in. Toes turned in. Inhale, reach your fingers up, look up. Exhale, fold forward in this variation of Parsvrita Padottanasana. Maybe your forehead rests on your hands as you allow the wings of your heart to curl into the heart, your arms wrapping into the center of you. Finding that peace within yourself that resides in the heart. Breathe into that peace, let it infuse your entire body, all the way to the roots of your feet. One more breath. Grounding through the feet, let's come all the way back up. Reach your fingers to the sky. Then open your arms out wide and return to your Virabhadrasana 2. Take your left hand then behind your back and reverse your warrior. Inhale. On your exhale, keep your left arm where it is and begin to prepare for a half-bound Trikonasana. Straightening your right leg, reach to your right, and lower your hand to a block or to your shin. Unfold the left shoulder more up and back, look up. And from this very relaxed place in the shoulder, extend your left arm to the sky. Now from here, we're going to do a few shoulder circles, starting with bringing the arm over your ear, across your crown, and then graze the horizon with your arm in front of you and let it sweep behind you. Do that again. Over your head, in front of you, all the way behind you. This next one's going to be different. Go over your head, go in front of you. And then as it comes behind you, go ahead and hook your hand around your hip. Look to the earth, Ardha Chandrasana. Bend your knee, slide your hand out diagonal of your big toe. Flexing your left foot. We'll begin to raise the leg up, maybe height of your hip. Eventually extend your left arm and look up. And if you'd like to, bend your knee and move into Shavasana variation. Let's take a few more full deep breaths, whichever variation is working for you. Now we're going to re-extend our left leg and meet again in Virabhadrasana 2. Take that wide step back, that wide base of support to ground into. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to plank. And if you would like to, move into Chaturanga and Urdhva Mukha, but honor your body. We'll meet each other. Adho Mukha, Svanasana. Taking in full inhales. Maybe clearing, cleansing sighs to follow. Broaden across your upper back. Drink in your breath, savor it. We're going to lift our left leg, open to your left. You could circle your ankle. Shake out your head. Then straighten your leg. Square the hips, hug the thigh in, step all the way through Virabhadrasana 2. Root your back heel down as you windmill up into place for your warrior. Gazing confidently to your left side, pause. We're going to release our arms in front of us. Bring your right elbow under your left. Wrap your arms around each other like rope. And perhaps bring your hands all the way together. We're going to then straighten the left leg. Turn the left toes in to see the right. Inhale, pull your elbows up. Look up. Exhale, invite yourself into a forward fold. Drop in, forehead maybe again resting on your thumbs. You can close your eyes. Just turn your big toes in. Root the outer edges of your heels down. Lifting your kneecaps, hugging those muscles strong to the bone. As you take this fold, peaceful dive into the center of your heart. A few more breaths. And grounding through your feet. We're going to look up, come all the way to stand, reaching your fingers to the sky. Unfold your arms back out at shoulder height, then return to your warrior 2. Let's bind our right arm behind our back and reverse our warrior. Keep your right arm bound behind you and prepare for Trikonasana. Shorten your stance, straighten your left leg. We'll reach to the left and then lower that hand to your shin or maybe a block. Keep your right arm bound as you further guide that shoulder back. And from that relaxed space in the shoulder, extend your arm. From there, we're going to sweep the arm over the ear and then bring the arm in front of you like across the horizon. And then all the way behind you, big circle of energy overhead. across the space in front of you, all the way back. Again, over your head, in front, but then as it goes behind you, wrap your arm again. Look down. Ardha Chandrasana, bend your knee, slide your hand out diagonal of your big toe. Lift your back leg with strength and purpose. Extend your right arm, maybe look up to see that reach. And if you'd like to, adding in Shavasana, you bend your knee, grab your ankle and kick back. Unfold and open, deep breath. Now re-extend your leg, step back really wide to re-ground, Virabhadrasana. Reverse your warrior. And float your hands to the floor. Step back again to plank. From there, choose if you just want to go straight to down dog or maybe flow again through a full vinyasa guided by breath. Be in this down dog. A few breaths here. Again, maybe sigh your exhales. And then gazing towards our hands, let's look forward, walk or float forward to greet them. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, make your way to chair, Utkatasana with the legs together. Inhale to rise. On your exhale, look forward, lower your arms and take your left elbow under your right elbow again. Wrap your arms around each other like rope. Inhale your arms up. On your exhale, bend your knees and look forward. Ground your right foot for Garudasana. Lift your left foot and cross your left knee over your right. And eventually work your toes around your ankle. Sit low into your hips while keeping your heart lifted and seal together everything that's touching. Clear, quiet, focus, deep breath. Now stay strong on your standing leg and move into Virabhadrasana 3. You can keep your eagle arms, scoop your leg up, keep your heart lifted, gaze forward. And let your wings unfold and expand, soar over the earth with grace, with hope, with love. Then step back wide for a high lunge. You might stagger your feet. Lift your arms above. Exhale, hands into Anjali Mudra, and we'll move into a twist. Left shoulder outside of your right knee. Press into your palms and begin to look up and over your right shoulder. Feel strong in that back leg. Add variations if there's some you want to add. I'm going to stay here today. Bring your hands back to prayer if they're not. Lower down left knee, return to low lunge, lengthening out from your twist. Exhale, hands to the floor. Come up onto the ball of your back foot again, look forward and come into a standing split, a vertical split. Maybe your hands wrap around that standing ankle. See your big toe glued into the earth, rooted down. Then look forward, fingertips under shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot greets right. And then just shimmy out your Uttanasana. Just kind of shake it out. Sigh it out, let it go. We'll be here a few breaths. Maybe wrapping your elbows behind your knees, clasping them and hugging into a little ball. Let's return to chair. Utkatasana, bend your knees, lift your arms. Inhale to rise, then exhale, right arm underneath your left. Wrap your arms around each other like rope. Inhale your arms up and exhale, bend your knees. For Garudasana, we're going to be lifting the right foot and crossing the right knee over the left. Eventually hook your toes around your ankle and sink your hips down. Keep your heart lifted and your shoulders relaxed. And make sure there's no daylight between any space of elbow, wrist, and palm as much as you can. Seal it together. Now stay strong on your standing leg. We're going to move into a Virabhadrasana 3 with eagle arms. Kicking your leg up as you lower your torso until you're just balancing evenly over the earth. Gaze forward with confidence, with grace, with love. And let your arms expand out wide, further soar. And then gracefully touch down into a high lunge. Stagger your feet. Good job, everyone. This is hard. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. And let's take a twist. Right shoulder over. You should feel that you're building a lot of heat in your core, burning away any stress, any anxieties, letting it go. Sending it out to the energy and essence of love. We can stay here a bit longer in this twist. If you want to change your arm variation, you're welcome to do so. Twisting away anything that's not serving you. Opening to joy. Let's exhale, right knee down. Coming into a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck under your back toes. We're going to lift the knee and spring off the leg into a vertical split. Root, left big toe into earth. Hands maybe to ankle. Eyes clear and focused. Deep, full breaths. Through the nose, out the nose. Fingertips to earth. Inhale, look up. Exhale, right foot greets left. And again, just shimmy it out. Move side to side. And then sigh into your fold. Let go. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, step or float back through your vinyasa. Up dog might feel really nice. Just to open that front side. We'll meet in our down dog. And holding dog pose, walk your hands a little closer together. Let's look up and then bring your feet around the outsides of your hands. We're going to squat down into garland. You may feel that your heels don't come to the floor with ease. If that's the case, roll a blanket or your mat under your feet. Lift your sternum towards your thumbs and pull your shoulders off your ears as you just sink into your hips here. Very grounding pose, earthing yourself here. Again, feeling that connection of your feet as if they're truly on the rich nourishment of the soil beneath you. Drink in that nourishment. Exhale and let go of anything in your mind and your body that's not serving you. And sit to the floor for Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. We're going to begin to move forwards. It might feel nice if you have some place to rest your brain. So you could add some support in front of your body. You could also sit up on a little support, maybe putting a blanket under your hips, elevating yourself so you can hinge forward. Your elbows might kind of work as levers to send your thigh bones down. Eventually, you could find, again, the third eye point of your head on support. If you're feeling pretty open, you might want to crawl your hands more forward as you surrender here. And just relax your feet and relax your ankles. Exhale, further relax into your hips and into your groins. 2 more breaths. Let's keep our chin tucked in. Slowly rise up. You can move your support out of your way. I'm going to move towards a reverse table, but have your right ankle cross. I'll mirror you. Have your right ankle crossed in front of your knee. Have your fingertips pointing at your body as you lean into your hands and lift your hips. Send your knee down and maybe drop your head back. Relaxing your shoulders here. 1 more breath. We're going to exhale the hips to the floor for Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated twist. Take your left foot back and ground the sole of your right foot for your twist. Taking that, or your left foot for the twist. Take your left arm back, reach your, you know what to do, right? Take your left arm up. I'm getting my mirroring off. Take that left arm to the outside of your knee and take your twist nice and slow, looking over your left shoulder. Drink and inhale in all the way up to your crown. And further turn your chin to your shoulder as you exhale. 1 more breath here. Now we're going to slowly unwind head, neck, and shoulders. You may need a block and a belt. We're going to go into Gomukhasana and also add a shoulder stretch. So you're going to lower the right knee onto the left. You might want to come up off the floor for a moment to bring your knees more together, separate your feet, and it might work best if you put a block under your sit bones. So you're elevated. Or if your hips are feeling open, just go ahead and sit all the way down. You could have a belt just nearby in case you end up needing it. We're going to take the right hand to our side, all the way over, and the left arm across your crown. Relax your neck. Let your ear release to your shoulder as you breathe here into your side. Now as we rise, we're going to keep this left arm lifted and bend the elbow. Maybe put a belt in that hand. And then for a moment, clasp your elbow with your right hand and work your fingers more into the middle of your back. Eventually, also invite this right arm out, turn your thumb down and sweep that arm behind you. The belt is perhaps there. Your hands can walk towards each other. Eventually finding a clasping, if that's available. Continue to breathe here, sitting tall, or you could choose a forward fold, bringing your chin to your knee or forehead to knee. Breathing again into your hips, your IT bands, while rooting yourself into the earth. Let's come all the way up. Release the grip. Circle out your shoulders in any way that you would like. Just move them around, release your neck, let it go. And then we're going to do those 3 poses on the other side, starting with reverse table. You might turn your fingers backward this time and cross your left ankle in front of your right knee. Lift your hips. Let your head nestle back eventually. If you'd like to do a lion's breath, maybe exhale and stick out your tongue and look behind you. We'll take one more breath here. Lower your hips to the floor for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Take your right foot back and your left heel to the earth, setting up for our twist. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Cross it to the outside of your knee, pressing against that leg to gradually revolve into your twist. Sit taller into your next breath, and then further twist into your exhale. Look into the corners of your eyes as you do, maybe so much so that you can see the bridge of your nose. We'll take 2 more breaths. And we're gonna unwind head, neck, and shoulders, counter twist. And then from here, Gomagasana, where again, the block and the belt might be very useful. Bring your knees together. You could always come forward for a moment to further move them together. Sit on some height if you would like. We're gonna start with a side stretch. Take your left hand to the floor and your right arm over your ear. Enjoy this sweeping energy across your crown, breathing into your side. And then as we come back to center, you're gonna be keeping this right arm lifted, bending the elbow. You might wanna put a belt in that hand so the belt is in the middle of your back. You could begin here, left hand to elbow, scoop yourself up, sit tall, breathe into the armpit chest. And again, eventually invite this left arm out and around. One side will be so much easier than the other side, like probably night and day difference. Treat them both with kindness. Maybe fold forward. Breathing in to those spaces you feel the most resistance. Staying grounded, we'll rise up, release the grip, release your belt, and again, circle out your shoulders a few times, let that go. And then we're gonna sit to the short edge of the mat and make our way gradually down onto the floor. So just scoot forward, bend your knees, extend your arms, inhale. On your exhale, slowly lower 1 vertebra at a time. We're gonna take a yawning stretch on the earth. Interlace your fingers and flip your palms away from you. Straighten your legs and point your toes down. Arch your back from the floor, feeling all that openness in the front side of you. And from here, hug your knees into your body for a moment. And then we're going to exhale our feet to the floor, hip distance apart and parallel. And we're going to move into a few kind of waving bridge poses. So have your hands by your hips. Begin to lift your hips and lift your arms. Your arms are going to then float over your head as you continue to lift your hips. Then exhale peacefully all the way back down, 1 vertebra at a time. Let your arms come with you and ground. Stamp your feet into earth. Again, lift your hips and your arms, sweeping them above, across the skies and over your head. And exhale again, one vertebra at a time, gently finding its way back upon the support of the earth. One more time. Ground your feet and lift your arms as your hips rise. And exhale again, gentle wave all the way back down. Pause here with knees together and feet wide. Take a breath in and exhale the breath out. Our final pose is going to be a twisting pose, twisting root. Walk your feet together. Cross your right knee over your left knee so the bones touch. Take your arms out at shoulder height and then just lift your hips and jog them to the right of your mat. Lower your legs all the way to the left and maybe left hand on the thighs. Unfold and open to your right. You can gaze down the length of that arm. If you would like to, let your head move gently over to the left and then gently back over to the right. Let's return to our back. Ground your feet and your hips. We'll switch. Cross your left knee over your right. Shift your hips, going to jog them over to the left and lower your legs to the right. Maybe your ankle even hooks around your leg. And then just unfold left arm out like a wing and look into that direction. Good sigh into your exhale. And maybe it feels good on your neck to move your head gently side to side. We're going to lay onto our back. Ground your feet and your pelvis. Take your legs back out long and your arms again overhead. Stretch your whole body again in a yawn. Sighing your exhale for Shavasana. So gathering if there's any support you would like to use in your Shavasana. So maybe finding like a blanket to roll up under your knees or support your head. And allow yourself to just really drop in here. Let go as if you had nothing else to do today. This is it. Allow yourself to just drop into this time and space that you are giving you. Know you are deserving. Deserving of this very nourishing rest. And again, really find yourself grounding as if onto the earth, literally on a beautiful warm day. The sun's upon you and you're drinking in all those vitamins, that golden healing light. And your entire body lets go with complete trust, complete faith that you are being held in an embrace of unconditional love. And in that embrace, the entirety of you releases. Your mind quiets with this ease, this knowing. your heart softens and opens into a space of joy and gratitude. Your entire body, the weight of your bones and muscles. Relax and let go. In this letting go, the belly softens. And you can breathe soft, gentle belly breath. Be at peace. Let go. And continue to be here several more deep breaths. Unless, of course, you would like to stay longer. Enjoy as much time as you need here. If you're ready to gently awaken, return to your breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And roll over to your right side. Curling into that peaceful center of your heart and feeling that enfoldment of love all around you, embracing you like a warm hug. And then we'll rise, coming together to close this time. You can sit tall and bring your palms to Anjali Mudra and drink in a big inhale. Let's sigh or exhale and look within. And as you hold, I'm going to share with you another reading from the same book. Maybe we could stop time for a few days without falling far behind. Maybe we could jump in the car somewhere beautiful and remote. We'll shed our pain and armor, turn on the music and explore these places, these towns, and these dreams, yours and mine. We'll just ride it all out for a while. We'll just drive. So may we all just remember that we are all driving this out together. We are together now in this time and space. I see you, I hear you. I have so much gratitude for each and every one of you. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Blessings to you all. Namaste.